Hello everybody, I'm LDude89 and today I'm going to be showing you how to build this beauty of a mob farm that is right behind me. So this mob farm is a super efficient farm and it produces a lot of gunpowder, rotten flesh, arrows, and a lot of other stuff that is really useful, as you can see right here. So you really want to build this farm. I've only been AFK for a couple of minutes, maybe 3, and this is producing a ton of stuff. So let's get right into the tutorial. Alright, so to start out, you're going to want to find a big open area in the middle of the ocean, and it can be somewhat close to land, but for the most part you want it to be in the ocean. You want to go down and build a pillar as high in the sky as you want, as long as it doesn't like reach the height limit or whatever. I'm gonna do mine around 130, so if you want to follow along with me, just build it up to 130. And you're gonna want to build a little bit of a 2x2 right here, and then encase this in glass, just like so. And this is gonna be your AFK chamber. And then you're gonna want to get yourself some hoppers, and you can add another layer, put the hoppers here, and encase that in glass. And now you want 4 observers, and 4 pistons, and 4 redstone torches. So just normal pistons, observers, and redstone torches. So you want to build it in a pattern like this. This will be your Trident killer. It's gonna kill your mobs really fast and give you a lot more loot, since you can use the looting enchantment on a sword. It acts as if it's a player kill. So basically you're just gonna want to put redstone torches on every side of this thing, and then it'll start doing this. So you can go ahead and grab yourself a lever. Sorry, I can't type. Alright, so you grab a lever, you can put it on any one of these pistons and just flick it, it'll turn it off, and then boom, you've got your little Trident killer right here. You can go ahead and take some Tridents. This can be as many as from 1 to 500 billion. Doesn't matter how many you put in here. Well, it does matter, but it's not going to increase or decrease your efficiency that terribly much. So then you're just going to want to take a layer of solid blocks, and you're actually going to build 2 layers of this. Not like that. Just around in a ring like this. You can do a layer of glass here. And then you are going to want to come over here and kind of build a second layer outward on this entire thing, including around the Trident killer. That's very important, so that the spiders won't get stuck in the walls, and if they do, they will suffocate, because this Trident killer sometimes makes spiders get stuck in the walls. So you want to encase it in a second layer, just like this, and then you can do the glass if you want, doesn't really matter. And then you want to get yourself some magma blocks and some signs now. So you want to encase this top layer of glass with a layer of magma blocks, and then down this entire thing, except for the Trident killer part, you want to put signs on either sides of this. This will prevent the spiders from being able to climb up once down in the entire Trident killer. So now you've pretty much got your entire little AFK chamber here. You know, you'll AFK right here. You can build a ladder right here if you want to get up to it easier. I actually have built this in survival, and it is much easier to get up if you build a ladder. So next you want to put 4 signs in a little bit of a 2x2, just like so. And then you're going to want to establish which one of these 4 sign blocks is going to be your center block. So just to make it easy, I'm going to do the one with the piston extending. And so you're going to want to build out 3 blocks from this center block. So as you can see right here, this is my center block, and I've got this ring. You're going to build out 3 blocks this way, 3 blocks this way. This is aligned with the center block. 2 blocks this way and 2 blocks this way, just like this. So center block right there, and you're going to build it just in this pattern, like that. And then you want to go ahead and fill this in, just like so. So it creates kind of a diagonal grid little pattern thing. I don't know what to call it, kind of like a rhombus, I guess, or it's a cube if you do it this way. And so next you're going to want to build up a block from this. This can be using any solid block that you wish. It can really be anything. Alright, so once you have finished with this, you're going to want to go off these edges and go 1, this is including this block right here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then go 7, up 1. Sorry about that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, up 1. So make sure you're going out 7 blocks, including this one. You're going to want to do this on all 4 sides. Alright, so now you've got your 4 corners established, and you want to just go ahead and connect these really fast. Alright, so once you have connected them, all of your sides, it should look something like this. Just a little bit of a cube or a square. And you want to go ahead and fill in 1 block in each side of these little strips, so it should be 3 blocks, just like this. So you'll put one strip of blocks here, 1 strip of blocks on either side of these, and you'll do this on all 4 sides, just like this. And then you can go ahead and come to each of these corners, all 4 of them, and, you want to do this all the way like this. So you're basically just making a corner, just like so. And you want to do that on all 4 corners. Alright, so now that you have all 4 corners established just like this, you want to go up 1 layer and do this all around. Alright, so now we've got our 1 layer up right here, so this should be all the way around. And you can just go ahead and fill these 4 corners in just like this. So it's pretty simple. You just, fill the gaps in. Okay, so you've got those gaps filled in just like this. And you're going to want to come to each of these 4 corners and build it up 1 block just like that, and then build in a little bit of a corner right here. So this on all 4 sides. Okay, so now you've got these little 4 corners here, and you just want to slab over this entire edge area. Alright, so now the bottom of your farm is pretty much done. You just want to take some water and put it each of these 4 corners just like this, and it should flow down accordingly and stop there. So that is off center a little bit, I know that. That's why I said to choose your center block early on. It's that block right there. And so now you've got this bottom flush part done. So now you want to go and take your center block, this sign right here, and count it when you're doing this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So you're going up 16 blocks, including this sign right here. So if you're not including it, it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Now you can just go ahead and break all of these blocks, except for the very top one. And you're going to want to take this block and go out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 on each side, so you can just go ahead and do that. Okay, so now you've done that on all 4 sides, and you just want to connect them, just like we did with those corners down there. You want to connect each of the 4 corners of this, just like so, on each side. Okay, so now you've got one of these solid looking platforms, and this is just one of many to come. You need to build 11 of these, including this one. So it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And they need to be 2 blocks apart. So you would build your second one right here, and just mirror them all the way through. So 11 of these platforms, 2 blocks apart, to where you can barely stand in them, just like that. So your second platform would be 2 blocks up. So do this 11 times, and yeah, I'll see you in a bit. Right, so now you've got 11 of these platforms. They are 2 blocks apart, and yeah, so they should just look like this. And now you're going to need to take your top platform, which should be your 11th platform, if you did it right, and you're going to extend it by 14 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And you're going to do this on every side. Alright, so now you've got these sides that are extended by 14 blocks, and you're going to need to connect these. I know this is going to take a lot of blocks and a lot of time, but this is your shadow caster, I guess I would call it. It basically makes it so that the mobs can spawn during the daytime, and it is super important. You really need to do it by 14 blocks. It'll cast a shadow over the whole thing and make the mob farm super efficient. So yeah, you just want to fill it in just like I'm doing right now, and you're going to do this on all 4 corners, so it should just look like this, and then you'll do it on all 4 corners. Alright, so now you've got this big thing built that took a while, and as you can see, a lot of mobs are spawning already, like a lot. So you are going to want to turn your game to peaceful. I know some of you out there might consider this cheating, but it actually does not turn achievements off in your game, so I don't consider it cheating. If you don't feel comfortable doing it, then have fun with creepers. But I highly recommend at this point that you turn off hard mode, or whatever difficulty you're on, and change it to peaceful, because it is going to be a long ride if you do not. So now you are going to want to take a bunch of slabs and slab over this entire top thing. This is super tedious, but trust me, it's worth it, or else you'll have tons of mobs spawning up here, which you really don't want. So go ahead and slab over this entire thing. So now that you've got that entire thing slabbed over, which, by the way, I forgot to mention this earlier, it is important that you use slabs and not like torches or glowstone or whatever, because the light will actually shine over and get into your mob farm. So it is very important, as hard as it is, that you use slabs. So you want to slab over this entire thing. Anyways, now you're going to want to, you basically have the skeleton of your farm completed, as you can see here. It looks the same without the flush system, which is pretty much what makes this mob farm work. You're going to want to grab yourself some hoppers, some repeaters, some redstone, and that's pretty much it right now. And comparators. So you're basically building an 𝐷 hopper clock. Sorry, I forgot to mention a few things. So pistons, redstone block, plenty of redstone. These things right here should cut it. You also do need blocks. So you are going to want to come down to your center block, which you can see here. So we are on our center block, and you want to go 1, 2, 3, 4 down from this, and you are going to, sorry, oh my gosh, you need sticky pistons as well. So you want to get sticky pistons and a redstone block right there, and then right here you're going to want to come on any side of this piston and place a block. You want to place redstone right there, and you're going to put a redstone block right there, and then you can build this base. You want to put a piston right there, piston right here, and then you're going to want to put some blocks behind this. This is just going to be your 𝐷 hopper clock if you've ever built one. You're going to want to put some hoppers, so these hoppers need to be leading into each other, just like so. And then you want to put comparator, repeater, redstone, 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 comparator, repeater, redstone, redstone, redstone. And then you'll get yourself some glass here. And you want to encase this entire thing with it, just like this, except for this right here, of course, because for whatever reason, spiders can actually like fall off of this and then get on there. It's really weird, so it's best if you just put slabs over it so nothing spawns on it and it just works better. So now you're going to want to put 21 or 22 items in here. This works best. I've found you can try out different things. I truly think 22 is the best, but you can try out different things. And as you can see here, this should start putting the redstone right here, and it'll do it back and forth. So you actually will break this redstone, and you're going to want to get a bunch of blocks, sticky pistons, and blocks of redstone. And you'll want to break these center blocks all the way up, except for your shadow caster, which I'm probably about to do. Yeah, you can see there. So just all the way through the center right here, you're going to want to break blocks, and then you'll go off of this sticky piston and redstone block right here. You're going to want to do a normal block, sticky piston, block of redstone, normal block, sticky piston, block of redstone, and you will do this all the way up through this. Alright, cool. So now you should have this entire thing built just like this, and you are going to want to come to the top here and break a hole through this entire thing on every side of this redstone block and sticky piston. So you're going to want to break a hole just like this, just like we did on the center block, but on all of these 4 sides. Alright, now this step is very important. You need to go through and break all of these blocks right here. So all of the normal block that you use, you need to break all of them, or else this will end up very badly for you. So make sure you break every single one of these. Double check it, triple check it. It'll mess up your entire thing from here on in, and you'll have to redo this entire part. So now you can go ahead and get some blocks, some slabs, and some pistons. Or not pistons, sorry. You can get some blocks, some slabs, and dispensers. So this can be a bit hard to get a bunch of dispensers and redstone blocks in survival, but as far as Bedrock Edition goes, this is pretty cheap. So you'll want to put dispensers in all 4 holes, and then you want to put block, 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 and then slab, 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 slab. So I'm going to do this one more time to show you. You want to do block, 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 slab, 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 and then dispenser facing up on all of these 4 sides. And you want to do that on all of the rest of these 8 different levels. At this point, your mob farm is pretty much done. You basically just need to add the water. So what you're going to want to do for this is you're going to want to add the redstone here, and as you can see, it'll activate this entire thing. When it goes back down, the water will flush out through the entire thing, but you will be alternating it just like that. So you heard those dispensers fire. So for this, you're going to need to clear your entire inventory. And then get a bunch of water buckets in your inventory. And this is going to take a long time in survival. I do highly recommend that you build a scaffolding tower going up the side of this somehow. This is how I built it in survival. So basically, you can see this redstone block is up, so the water is just going to be like that. So now you can put it in. So if this makes sense, you're going to be alternating it, so that redstone block is going to go up. When it goes back down, the water will flush out here, and then I can put the water buckets in there, and you're going to want to do this for every side. So I'm just going to show you a couple of these. That way you can just kind of get an idea of what I'm doing here. You want to let that redstone block go up, and then when it goes back down, you will fill it with water buckets, and you'll just do this layer by layer. And you'll kind of get the hang for it. It takes a long time in survival, because, you know, you need all that iron, you need a bunch of different stuff, but it will, as you can see here, alternate, and you want to do this all the way up here. Alright, so that is pretty much your mob farm completely done. I'm going to go ahead and turn this to hard here, and you will see a bunch of mobs start to spawn in this. It does take a second, but as you can see there, tons of mobs spawning. This thing is absolutely crazy, and you can add an expanded storage to this. Basically, just add chests to these hoppers and make it go all the way out. And you can turn on your Trident killer here. You want to hold a looting sword, so you'll get a sword. And sorry, that's super loud. You want to get a looting sword. And I mean, I'm not going to show you it here, but if you hold that looting sword, you will get a ton of stuff. And this mob farm is just so great. If you did enjoy this video, please make sure to subscribe and like the video. If this gets 50 likes, I will put a materials list in the... If this video gets 50 likes, I will put a materials list in the description. So if this has 50 likes, just check the description right there. There will be a materials list, and please consider subscribing, as I am a small YouTuber and every subscriber really means a lot to me, and I truly appreciate all of you. I did create this farm myself, so if you build this and put it in YouTube or whatever, please give credit in any way that you can, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye for now.